Okay, guys, got another match here. This one's against Luneth-Arceus from ONM, and just a standard battle we decide to have. So I lead off with Sophos, Noctowl. He leads off with Swampert. I go for the Hypnosis. Hits. It's pretty good. So now Swampert's sleeping, and I'm able to scout out sort of what he has. So I go for a Whirlwind. He brings out Bliss, and already I'm thinking, holy crap, because I haven't seen Bliss in a while, and it's just a bitch. It's really, really annoying. So I Whirlwind out to a Gengar, and he goes for the Hypnosis, forgetting I have Insomnia, but after he missed, he remembered that I actually had it. So I hit him with a Nightshade just to break his Sash, which was good because he actually did have Sash. And then that was a facepalm turn there because he used Shadow Ball and I used Roost, so nothing actually happened. He sends out Bliss, which I predict, and I Whirlwind it out back again. So in comes Swampert, and I'm just going to go for the Nightshade here, see how much it does. And he brings out Blissey, so it doesn't do anything to Bliss. So I'm thinking I might want to Whirlwind. If he goes for a T-Wave, it doesn't really bother me that much. And I was thinking of switching out to Donphan, but I didn't want to risk an Ice Beam being taken by Donphan, so I stayed in, and it was fine, to be honest. So I go for Nightshade or Whirlwind or whatever. It doesn't matter, I get paralyzed, so I don't really do anything. So I go to Trunks here, predicting some sort of setup. Or maybe, I don't know, something else, S-Toss or something. So I just want to get my Stealth Rock up. So he goes to Gengar, I set up Stealth Rock, and I'm just going to go straight back to Sophos again, just to take whatever hit Gengar's going to put on my Donphan. So he goes out to Tentacruel, predicting my switch, and now he can actually Rapid Spin away my Stealth Rock, so that was not great for me. I Whirlwind, just thinking that I can get some more Stealth Rock damage, but of course they're gone now, so that pretty much sucks. He goes out to Bliss, and I just go for the Hypnosis, because he used Aromatherapy, so now I know that I can Hypnosis whatever comes in, so I get rid of Bliss. So that goes to sleep, which is good. So he goes out to Swampert, and I predict a switch, so I went to Trunks, and I was sort of predicting an Ice Beam, but I wasn't sure. He went for an SR, which is fine for me. And now I think he's going to go back to Gengar to prevent my Rapid Spin. So I go straight out to Azumarill. But he actually stays in to Ice Beam me. So that was a quite good switch anyway. So because I could take whatever he threw at me. He goes out to Weezing, and I go for a Double Edge just to hit whatever comes in. And that does a hellish amount to Weezing. That does tons, which is really, really nice for me. So I decide to switch out here and go to Sophos, just to sort of Death Fodder to see what he would do. But he decides to explode on me. So, it was alright. Sophos was pretty useless anyway because of its para hacks, so it didn't matter that much. So now I bring out Hitmonchan, predicting his switch out to Tentacruel, and knowing that I can get a Thunder Punch on it and see if I can KO it. But he predicts my T-Punch goes to Swampert to take it, and that was pretty good play right there. So now I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch to see how much it does to Swampert. But he goes to Tentacruel, and I forgot that with Liquid Ooze, it actually means that I lose health thanks to his Liquid Ooze, which sort of sucked for me. So that was a really good play by him. He Rapid Spins, maybe predicting a switch, but I just go for the T-Punch because I just want to finish that thing off and get rid of it. So I do get rid of Tentacruel, and that's nice for me. He goes out to Gengar, and I don't really have a safe switch into this, so I just decide to stay in. Seeing as I've lost Sophos, I just decide to either take a Hypnosis or just take a Shadow Ball. He gets a crit, mainly useless I would say, because it probably would have KO'd me anyway. So I decide to bring out Deoxys Speed, and I predicted his switch to Blissey, but I really just didn't want to go for the superpower just to be safe, just in case he stayed in and Shadow Balled me or something, which really would have pissed me off. So I go for the Psychic, and it hits Blissey really nicely. It's not going to do a whole lot, but I go for the superpower now. And I was sort of thinking that with Life Orb and just killing Blissey-ness of superpower, it would KO, but it freaking doesn't. And he T-Waves me, and that just cripples my Deoxys Speed. So that sucks completely. And probably this is going to be the last time I use Deoxys due to the fact that it's now Uber, and I'm going to have to be replacing it soon with some other special sweeper. So I go for another superpower, he soft boils up, and it's still not going to kill it. So I know I can't win this, I'm eventually going to be stalled out, and he'll be on full health. So I decide here to switch out, and I decide to go to Jirachi. And this is where the epically hellish stall war starts, because this is a hellish stall war. and I've speeded it up an absolute ton. So I've sped this thing up just loads. If it doesn't work on YouTube, then, well, whatever. But basically what happens is I sub up loads of times while he S-tosses, and I just get in 6 calm minds, and I just keep calm minding up. And when I have 6 calm minds, I decide to go for a psychic on him. He soft boils up, etc., etc., until eventually he gets bored, and he knows he's going to lose his stall war. So I get some special defense drop hacks, and I manage to eventually KO the Blissey. But yep, just watch this as it goes by. I can't even see what's happening because Windows Movie Maker is lagging to hell because it's so ridiculously fast, and it's actually stuck on one of the screenshots, which is just you're actually using a calm mind, just stopped. But yeah, here we go, and it should finish here, and then we'll be back to normal after the mega epic stall war for the win. So anyway, the stall war finally ends, and I finish off his Blissey still with a sub intact, which is definitely what I wanted. And that's great for me, and I've got loads of health back since I subbed down to 22 HP. So Swampert comes in, it's going to eat a